Footprints don't lie, they capture the moment, the weight, the gait, the speed, and sometimes they capture the impossible. In 2024, scientists in Kenya found two sets of footprints walking the same lakeshore 1.5 million years ago, two different species of humans side by side. Then in New Mexico, footprints that shouldn't exist. Humans in North America 23,000 years ago, 10,000 years before they were supposed to arrive. Tonight, 8 prehistoric footprints that defy everything we thought we knew. Scientists analyzed them, verified them, and still can't explain how they got there. Stay until number 1. Even governments couldn't ignore what they found. Footprints are time machines. Unlike bones, which can be moved by rivers or scavengers, footprints capture behavior. They record exactly where an animal or human stood at a specific moment. The pressure distribution reveals weight. The depth shows speed. The spacing indicates gait. When volcanic ash or wet sediment preserves footprints, they become forensic evidence from millions of years ago. And sometimes, that evidence contradicts everything scientists thought they knew about when species existed, where they traveled, and how they lived. Starting with footprints that rewrote the history of North America. Number 8. White Sands, New Mexico. In 2019, researchers discovered human footprints in ancient lake beds at White Sands National Park. Radiocarbon dating placed them between 23,000 and 21,000 years ago. The problem? That's 10,000 years before the Clovis culture, long considered the first people in North America. Critics attacked the findings for 4 years, arguing the dating methods were unreliable. In 2025, a new study led by University of Arizona archaeologist Vance Holliday confirmed the original dates using independent analysis of ancient mud, not seeds or pollen. 3 different labs, 55 consistent radiocarbon dates. The footprints are real. Humans were in North America during the last glacial maximum when ice sheets covered most of the continent. The tracks show adults and children walking through shallow water. Some trackways took just seconds to create. But they've overturned 90 years of archaeological theory. The Clovis first model is dead, and no one knows how these people got there or where they came from, but impossible arrivals pale beside impossible meetings. Number 7. Ileret, Kenya. In November 2024, an international team published findings in Science about footprints discovered at Kubai near Lake Turkana. The prints date to 1.5 million years ago, but it's not the age that shocked researchers, it's what the prints reveal. 2 different species of early humans walked the same lakeshore within hours of each other. One set of tracks belongs to Homo erectus, our direct ancestor, walking upright with a modern human gait. The other belongs to Paranthropus boys, a species with a different foot anatomy and walking pattern. The footprints are in the same sediment layer, the same mud, formed within the same tidal cycle. This is the first direct behavioral evidence of 2 hominin species sharing the same landscape at the same time, not separated by thousands of years, not in different regions, the same beach. The same day, scientists can't determine if they saw each other, but the probability is high. 1.5 million years ago, 2 species of human walked past each other on a lakeshore in East Africa, and neither knew the other would go extinct. But ancient humans meeting each other is less shocking than where ancient humans traveled. Number 6. Al-Athar Lake, Saudi Arabia. In December 2025, archaeologists announced the discovery of 7 human footprints in the Nefa Desert, dated to 115,000 years ago. They were found among hundreds of prehistoric animal tracks in an ancient lakebed. This discovery challenges migration models. 115,000 years ago, Arabia was part of the route out of Africa, but evidence of human presence was rare. The footprints show humans crossed the Arabian Peninsula far earlier than most models predicted. The tracks are preserved in mud that later hardened, protecting them for over 100 millennia. Analysis shows these were Homo sapiens, modern humans walking barefoot through shallow water. The size and depth suggest adults, possibly traveling in small groups. The location is critical. If humans reached Arabia this early, it means multiple waves of migration out of Africa, not a single exodus. And it means early humans were far more mobile and adaptable than previously believed. But ancient migrations pale beside ancient families. Number 5. Schöningen, Germany. In May 2023, researchers published findings about 300,000-year-old footprints discovered in Lower Saxony. The tracks belong to Homo heidelbergensis, a direct ancestor of Neanderthals. What makes these prints remarkable isn't just their age, it's who made them. The footprints include adults and children. The size analysis suggests 2 adults and at least 1 child, possibly as young as 2 or 3 years old. They were walking along the shore of an ancient lake, stepping through shallow water and wet sediment. The prints are preserved alongside tracks of elephants, rhinoceroses, and other Ice Age megafauna. This is a snapshot of family life 300,000 years ago. Homo heidelbergensis was the first human species to live in cold climates and build shelters. These footprints show they also traveled together with young children in environments shared by massive predators and herbivores. It's the oldest evidence of a family group on a lakeside outing, but family outings can't compare to ghost footprints. Number 4. Utah Desert, United States. In July 2022, Cornell researcher Thomas Urban discovered 88 human footprints on the salt flats of the Air Force's Utah Test and Training Range. The tracks date to 12,000 years ago, the end of the last ice age. They're called ghost footprints because they're invisible until conditions are perfect. Moisture in the ground makes them briefly visible before they disappear again. The tracks show adults and children, ages 5 to 12, walking barefoot through shallow water. The footprints are remarkably detailed, preserving individual toe impressions and pressure distribution. Analysis reveals these people were moving quickly, possibly hunting or traveling. The salt flats were once wetlands teeming with life. These tracks offer a snapshot of Pleistocene hunter-gatherers moving through a landscape that no longer exists. What's striking is the number of children. Of the 88 tracks, a significant portion belong to young individuals, suggesting family groups traveled together even in harsh environments. But Ice Age families are small-scale compared to Jurassic highways. Number 3. Dewars Farm Quarry, Oxfordshire. In 2024, a worker driving a digger uncovered what would become the UK's largest dinosaur trackway. By 2025, researchers had excavated over 200 footprints spanning 166 million years. The site has been nicknamed the Jurassic Highway. 4 distinct trackways belong to sauropods, massive long-necked herbivores. One trackway stretches 220 meters, making it the longest sauropod trackway in Europe. The footprints are so well preserved that individual toe impressions and claw marks are visible. Analysis reveals these dinosaurs walked on an ancient shoreline, moving in the same direction, possibly migrating or following a coastal route. What makes the Jurassic Highway extraordinary is the sheer number of tracks in one location. It wasn't a single animal passing through. It was a thoroughfare. Dinosaurs used this route repeatedly over thousands of years. The limestone preserves their footsteps like a fossilized road, and researchers are still digging. Every field season reveals more tracks, more species, more evidence of how these giants moved through Jurassic Britain. But British dinosaur highways can't match Mongolian giants. Number 2. Gobi Desert, Mongolia. In January 2025, paleontologists announced the discovery of one of the largest bipedal dinosaur footprints ever found. The print measures 92 centimeters across, roughly 36 inches. It was made by a hadrosaurid, a duck-billed dinosaur, approximately 70 million years ago. But this wasn't a normal hadrosaurid. Analysis suggests the print belonged to a Saurolophus angustirostris, a species known to reach 15 meters in total body length, far larger than typical specimens. The track includes 13 footprints spanning 24 meters, preserved in ancient mud that later solidified into rock. The depth and spacing indicate the animal was moving at a walking pace, not running. The size is staggering. Most hadrosaurid footprints range from 40 to 60 centimeters. This one is 50% larger. If the size estimate is correct, this individual was one of the largest known bipedal dinosaurs, rivaling some theropods in mass. The footprints were discovered in the Nemegt Formation, one of the richest late Cretaceous fossil sites in the world. But even Mongolian giants can't compare to what 3 species left behind together. Number 1. Laetoli, Tanzania. In 1978, Mary Leakey discovered what remains the most famous hominin footprints ever found. 3.66 million years ago, 3 early humans walked through fresh volcanic ash. A nearby volcano erupted again shortly after, sealing the prints under layers of protective ash. The footprints are those of Australopithecus afarensis, the same species as Lucy. What makes Laetoli extraordinary isn't just the age. It's what the prints reveal about human evolution. The individuals walked upright with a fully bipedal gait. The footprints show a pronounced heel strike, a medial arch, and forward-pointing toes. These are anatomically modern human walking mechanics, 3.6 million years before Homo sapiens existed. Analysis published in 2016 revealed new footprints at the site, suggesting at least 5 individuals were present. One trackway shows a larger individual, possibly male, walking alongside a smaller one. A third set of prints overlaps the first 2, as if someone was deliberately stepping in the footprints of another. For decades, the Laetoli prints were the oldest evidence of upright walking. Recent finds have pushed bipedalism back further, but Laetoli remains the clearest, most detailed snapshot of how our ancestors moved. 3.6 million years ago, a family walked through volcanic ash. And their footsteps became the most important evidence in the story of human evolution. 8 footprints, 8 moments frozen in time. Some prove humans arrived where they shouldn't have been. Others show species that should never have met walking side by side. And some are just so impossibly large or impossibly old that they force scientists to rewrite the textbooks. Footprints don't lie. They can't be moved by rivers or rearranged by scavengers. They capture the exact moment an animal or human stood in one place at one time with one specific purpose. Which footprint shocked you most? The 2 human species in Kenya walking hours apart, the 23,000-year-old humans in New Mexico, the 3.6 million-year-old family walk at Laetoli. Drop your thoughts below. The Earth is still hiding footprints. And somewhere beneath the mud and stone, the next impossible discovery is waiting to be uncovered.